You have been soloing over tunes your whole life. That line you just heard, that was not improvisation laid on top of a melody. That was the melody. Just moving. And until you understand the difference, your solo will always sound like something separate from the song. I studied with Peter Bernstein one on one, got his contact from my mentor Richie Hart, and I went down to the New York and sat across from one of the most melodically honest guitarists alive. I want to be upfront with you. His playing is dangerous to transcribe, at least for me. Not because it is technically overwhelming, because it is too complete. Once I follow one of his solos all the way through, my ear gets paved. So I start hearing his lines when I play, and it takes a long time to find my way back to my own voice. That is how good it is. Everything I teach here is built around one framework, the functional diagonal approach. Today's episode is one of the clearest real world proofs I have found of why that framework exists. Not through theory, through one recorded solo on one standard. You have been treating the melody and the solo as two separate events. Melody is the head, something you play before the real stuff starts. That split is costing you everything. Peter Bernstein never leaves the melody. In every math class, every interview, every lesson, he keeps coming back to the same word, melody. And his solo on his recording shows exactly what he means. By the end of this, you will be able to hear exactly how a melodic line generates the next phrase. Not as theory, but as sound. And you will never hear a static chord the same way again. There is a moment in the history of jazz guitar, sometime in the late Bob era, where the solo and the melody quietly separated from each other. Players got deeper into harmony, more chord tones, more chromatic approaches, more scales. The tools got more sophisticated. And somewhere in that process, the melody became a formality, something you played once at top, then left behind. And here is what that created, I think, a generation of players who could navigate any chord change, but whose solo didn't sing. The notes were correct, the lines were fluid, but the song was not there anymore. And Peter Bernstein is one of the few players who never accepted that split. His solos do not navigate the tune, they inhabit it. The melody is not the introduction to his solo, it is the source of it. I'm old-fashioned is a perfect tune to hear this. Not because it is easy, because it has long section of static harmony when there is no chord movement to hide behind. You cannot just follow the changes. You have to follow the melody. So, let's see how the melody goes. And over here. So right here, the chord goes to D flat major to the A flat major, D flat 6 to, right? And the melody goes. And here, E flat, D flat, C. D flat, C, E flat. This is the melody of the tune. And then right here, what Peter Bernstein was playing is he used this E flat, yeah, right? The original melody goes, he just changed the order of the melody notes played, and he put those in octave below. Isn't it wonderful? Like, before I transcribing this tune, I was listening. And before I ever transcribe something, I listen that tune a lot. I just put it into the looping playback program, and then I just keep listening the same part and again and again and again until I can sing it, and until like I cannot hold it anymore to just want to play the tune. I mean, I choose to transcribe the tune because I like it a lot, but then myself, I just keep it myself, not try to play that. But before, during the process, I am learning the tune, the original chord progression and the original melody. And then finally I got to play it. I was like, it blew my mind. Like, what? So melodically and so expressive, the single, that moment of those lines were just, he was using the melody. This is how you do it. And this is why I am presenting you this course. So there are 23 more moments like this in the full solo. We go through every one in the breakdown. And then look at right after that solo section, the chord melody goes like this. So right here is actually G minor 7 flat 5 to C7. So in those G minor 7 flat 5 to the C7, what really matters, the one note really matters, is this half step motion. So in G minor 7 flat 5, we can find it over here, drop 2 voicing, and then we found this motion, which is over here, right? So minor 7 flat 5 going to the diminish. And look at how he was playing the solo in that moment. He is just targeting the sweet notes. G minor 7 flat 5. This D flat, the flat 5, is one of the sweet notes. So he is going towards that notes, and then originally the chord voicing go to the reserve down to the third of the next chord, but he is making a more linear line. This is perfect 2-5 moment. You can just apply it to any minor 2-5-1 progression. And this is only one change, only one. The full solo has 6 of these 2-5-1 moments, each one handled differently. That is what the breakdown covers. The foundation for all of this is in my free essential building blocks that I was talking about, the shared voicing and the voice leading, the West line, the Django line, step by step. Link in the description. And the last one I will show you in this video is he is playing 2-5-1 progression, 2-5-1 line, his solo over West line and the Django line. So there's a moment in the tune, it goes to B flat minor 7, E flat 7 to A flat major 7. So in this D flat major 7, if we play over here, this will be a Django line, but the D flat major triad, if we put it on this structure, that is become the West line, right? And then our chord is B flat minor is over here, E flat 7 to A flat major 7. If we have A flat major 7 on top over here, then our Django line is the Django line A flat major is right here. And what Peter Bernstein was playing is I think the rhythm is a little different. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, this is right. He plays A flat major, the Django line shape cleanly as possible. And then he also played the West line. The full breakdown of this tune, I am old-fashioned. Every turnaround is in the course. Take any standard you are currently working on. Find the section with the enriched harmonic movement, the longest stretch where the chord is not going anywhere, or like we covered today, 2-5-1, like minor 2-5-1. Do not reach for a scale. Sing the melody notes that belongs in the bar. Find it on the guitar, then ask, where does that note want to go? That is your line. That process, melody notes, implied voice leading, next phrase, is the core of everything Bernstein does on this recording, and it is something you can practice today on whatever tune is in front of you. I put together a full breakdown of this solo. We go through the tune first, and this tune, the band played different chord change than on the paper. So I transcribe how different side stepping chord changes they were playing in every detailed turnaround. And in the solo at that moment, Peter Bernstein, being the Peter Bernstein, he's playing some crazy triad concept with every voice leading stuff he would do. So I transcribe everything and I put it into the chorus. So the form, the harmonic structure, the sections where the melody almost disappear, and what that creates, everything. Then we go phrase by phrase through Peter Bernstein's solo and trace exactly how the melody guides every decision. One chorus, single line solo, about an hour and 45 minutes. It is called Jazz Icon Breakdown. Peter Bernstein, I'm Old-Fashioned. Link in the description. If you want to build the foundation underneath all of this, shell voicing, voice leading, the West line, the Django line, I have 2 hours of free lessons on my website called Essential Building Blocks with a free 28-page PDF. Register for a free account at voiceleadjazzguitar.com. Once you finish that, take the scorecard. I will look at where you are and point you to the exact next step. If this video helped you, share it with one guitarist who needs to hear this. Leave a comment below what is one standard where the melody and the solo still feel like 2 separate things for you. I read everyone. Until next time, keep swinging.